Hi everyone, welcome to the third session on Oracle channel. So let's start the session for today. Let me share the screen. All right. So we have been doing two introductory sessions on competency building and about career development and all. So today, let's start digging into a general introduction on Oracle, like Oracle products, about the organization, the certifications, the learning, right? There are a lot of things because I have already mentioned Oracle is a total solution provider and it's provide you a lifetime career. So let's see whether actually it is true or not, right? Okay. So this note will guide us through the explanations. I just summarize. I'll be uploading this one to our GitHub also, and the link will be shared. You can access all of those things. Similar the previous notes also available in the same GitHub, right? Okay, so the first thing about the organization. So if you look at like this, no big deal. Just go to Google, right? You just go to Google, and if you just type Oracle company, you see what is that, right? So you can see Oracle Corporation, right? It is founded on when 1977, around I think 40, more than 40 years back, 43 years back roughly, right? So almost 4 decades. And stock price and the sales, so that is about that, right? So that was then, but now Oracle, the giant organization, many products are available, more than 1,000 products, right? And it's like multinational and a lot of things, right? Let's see those, right? Okay, so that is about that organization is informed and all. Then this one about Oracle Cloud. So if you take a look at this, the latest from Cloud Wars, right? And if you go here, Cloud Wars. So this is, you know about this. Cloud Wars, it will give you a comparative analysis, right? About different cloud solution providers, right? Infrastructure platform providers, right? So if you take a look at this, we can see the top 10. If you go down, you can see the top 10 here, right? And so even if you click here, you can see the top 10, right? Explore the top 10. This is what, as of May 3rd, right? So just 4 days back, right? Today is 7th May. As of 4 days, we can see Oracle has come to third. Last week rolled out the second top list, complemented Cloud top 10 new ranking called Industry Oracle Industry Cloud Top 10. You will see the places and likewise. So it's like they have come to third, right? New Industry Top 10 ranking. Oh, so in 2 weeks back they were in 6th position. But anyway, as per Cloud Source, no, I think this is a different way. This is a most influential cloud, right? As a revenue earner, and likewise, Oracle hold, if you go down, you can see top 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 position. This is where Oracle is. Anyway, they are in top 10. So around 3 years back, I can remember they were not in top 10, but now they are very rapidly, very quickly coming up, right? So very powerful, right? So, and you can see the Oracle came to cloud business late, right? I mean, I think around 2010, even after that, I guess 2012, likewise, right? So they were more into other industry rather than cloud, but this Amazon was from the beginning, but you can see now Microsoft from revenue wise, now it is leading, but not the still AWS is number one from total cloud vendors as if you get the revenue, but this is, I think, ending this quarter, right? Ending, yeah, right. So I think this year, right? This year, last quarter statistics, that is what they are giving. So in the last quarter earnings, I think Microsoft is leading the result. We can read and see, right? So you just take a look, but this is what the current situation anyway. We focus. Oracle is rapidly growing. They are coming fast in cloud business as well, right? All right, so that is that. Then point number 3, Oracle education. This is the most important for us, right? But Oracle education, right? So if you go to that, the first one, Oracle account. So there are things that Oracle, a lot of things that Oracle gives free to us, right? Right, free to us. So if you just go to oracle.com, just if you Google and type oracle.com, you can see this is their main website, right? And on the right hand side, if you click view accounts, right? Just to click view accounts, you can see 2 things: sign into cloud and signed into Oracle normal. We can say that this is the old Oracle technology network to access Oracle normal resources, right? A different product. This is specific for cloud, right? So you can again have a free tier, right? Oracle give number of hours, around I think 2,000 hours. It is there specific, so they don't charge you. You get access to a lot of resources in cloud. You can create databases and you can do a lot of practicals, right? So we will work through this one in a separate session because I am going to focus on them in a huge way separately. So that is that. And this is another free tier. We can have lifetime free tier, Oracle downloads and Oracle, a lot of things possible here, right? So just what I want to do, everybody should have these accounts, right? This one, it is maybe after 6 months, it is expiring. After 1 year, it is expiring. Likewise, there are certain conditions for this cloud account, but here it's totally free. You can get the Oracle, a lot of resources, documentation access, Oracle magazine access, download, product download, a lot of stuff. So this is lifetime. So you can create this account. It is a must. If you want to learn with Oracle, if you want to start with Oracle, your career, it is a must to have this account. That is the number one thing, right? So that is why it's mentioning about Oracle account, right? Then create account. So that's number one. Then comes the documentation. So we have another very free tool, Oracle documentation, right? So let's go to, I think, then you can close now. Oracle documentation, you can just Google it, but I had this one opening, right? This one. Oracle doc. If you just go to Google and if you just type Oracle document, just type Oracle documentation without telling anything, then you will have coming up this Oracle Help Center. If you click here, you will see the documentation for all products will be appearing here. For every product, right? I mean, not only for database, right? You'll have cloud applications, infra, cloud infra, on-premise, middle layer, database, engineer, everything, right? All the documentation will be appearing here. So very comprehensive. If you focus what we are going to do in the future, but we will be covering cloud and now as well. But the majority of stuff will be in the database. So if you take a look at the database, so then you'll be leading to the database page where we'll have different versions like 19, 20, 21 like that. So if you select a specific version, then you can get the relevant documentation. That is categorized administration, concepts, architecture stuff, right? So if you take a look at the administration, oh, I think concepts also they are, right? So yeah, administration. So then they'll be taking you to that, right? So if you either you can get the HTML or you can get the PDF or you can be online. So whatever method. So this is 2DDB. 2DDB is a short one, right? So you can select one of those things, right? Database administration, you look at the HTTP, right? Then you can view online, right? PDF also possible. You can either download, but no point of downloading because they are updating. So you can just go to the relevant page and read this stuff. right? Or whenever you go to repair, then and there, if you want, you can download, but don't keep it whole thing downloaded. No point they updating, right? So if you want to look at basic administration, so I think all this stuff very clearly they are explaining, right? So for example, if you want to learn about Oracle architecture, if you proceed like this, getting familiar with Oracle database, so they will be explaining very nicely stuff theory, and the graphical pictures also will be there, right, with the commands and all, right? So likewise, this is about version, and you get, I'm just going for the architectural picture. There should be a picture somewhere around here with Oracle memory structures and all, right? So, so likewise, you can see very comprehensive Oracle documentation, right? This is about database creation. So we will do these practicals later. So yeah, right. So that is about Oracle documentation, and all are free, right? So yes, changes to Oracle database. Yeah, that is about new features and all. So we have that one as well. And they have these nice diagrams. For example, right? If I just Google it again, we have something called Oracle, let's say 12C poster, right? Poster, Oracle 12C architecture. Yeah, likewise. So you can see these are interactive diagrams, quick reference, right? Oracle 12C interactive quick reference. For anyone to learn, these things are very important because interactive means just see what happens. If you go into there, this is for 12C, they have one for 19C also, right? Now, if I want to see the Oracle architecture, database architecture, so likewise. And you can increase the size of this, right? And the nicer thing is if you click one of those things on the right hand side, the relevant description will be coming. That's why it's interactive, right? You click here, the relevant description will be coming here. And what is this? The relevant description will be coming from the right hand side. Introduction to Oracle database instance, and the relevant guide also will be there, right? Yeah, I think DBA performance, these are body direction views and all. So we can take a look at those things. This is about multi-tenant architecture, something. So this is the traditional architecture, right? So now we are telling it's a traditional architecture, but this is the new architecture, multi-tenant. So we will learn all this in detail, and we have the PDF diagram as well here, right? Which is much more clear, and they are also, they had that interactive, but I was just, yeah, let's see again. Architecture views, database architecture, yeah, but those, they are more than interactive and than this. I'm not sure why it's not. If you click here, it will go to the instance. Yeah, I think I am weaving something old, right? Yeah, pages they moved, they diverted to me. Instance architecture. Yeah, here this is they went for the Oracle documentation, database concept. This is what I was talking about earlier, the concept, right? So similarly for 19C also they had concept in the documentation. It is there. You can search and see. And this is, you can see the nice diagrams about Oracle architecture, and they are explaining very comprehensively the memory structures and all. If you go down, I think the memory structure, the diagrams has to be there, right? So likewise, and yeah, so I mean, very good for learning. All are free, right? And yes, this is one of it, right? And they had more diagrams than this. When I'm teaching these things, I'll be going through the more details, right? And this one also very comprehensive. And again, we come to this Oracle by example series in a while, right? All right, right. Check it. This is more interactive than this. At the moment, it is something. Okay, let's see now. It's coming. Yeah, I have to double click can make it larger. So you can see now. When I click here, right, and it shows the definitions and details. What is process monitor and what is system monitor and what is memory manager and everything, definition are here, what is library, see, very interactive, right? Okay. Likewise, very important one for anyone to learn and very quickly, right? So likewise, okay. So that is about that interactive poster, and I can put this link here. I think I will put that link. We'll see here Oracle education documentation. Let's put it here. Interactive architecture reference. Right. All right, that's right. Right, so I have provided this document as I said there. Right, so that is about documentation, very comprehensive, right? So I'll tell you later because Oracle has university materials, right? So which you have to attend the Oracle university-led official training class, right? So but I mean the material they are giving for, let's say, for exam basis. So let's say if you want to do one is a 082 exam for Oracle database administration, 083 exam. For each exam they have a separate material, right? But the thing is, the material is very abstract. Like, I mean, it's not so comprehensive, but yes, it is. There are things I explained, but it is targeting for exam. But documentation is not like that. You have the theory package and a lot of details are there, right? So when you refer into the Oracle University material, when you prepare for the exam, if you have any doubt, so what you can do for the for a proper explanation, go to the relevant location in the documentation. So like that, right? That is one of it, documented, because it is free, right? There are paid places. I mean, there, if you have access, you can go for my support. That's a different thing, right? This is for free, right? Everybody doesn't have access for my support, right? Right. Then the other one, another free one, OBE, very important. Oracle by example series, OBE, right? Now, Oracle by example series, they had this, let me just show you, right? They had this old one, right? This is little bit old now. This is not working at the moment, right? It is going, we can Google and take it, oracle.com web folder like this. Now, this is a practical performing basic tasks in Oracle multi-tenant. Now, this is, for example, this is for 12C, right? You can see creating a CDB and all, this is for 12C, right? So, and we have new ones, right? But new one, the location is different. I will show you that one, right? If you want to see how a PDB is created on command line and yeah, the graphical method via SQL developer, everything is guided here. So that's why by example series. Why it is a by example series is guiding through all the steps with the screenshots. So anyone can learn. Any beginner can learn. All the steps are given, right? Okay. Actually, without the guidance of anyone, also you can learn using by example series. Right? So the new one is here, right? Now this is Oracle documentation. You can take it down because Zoom. This is, yeah. Let's see Oracle by example series. You have it here, right? Oracle documentation. Yeah, this one. This is the new one, right? So you can see Oracle by example series, the new link, right? So I have given it here in the note reference. Yes. So it's going on Apex base, right? Apex. So that's the difference. The previous one was a different one, the old one, and this is the by example series. So if you want to take a look at now, let's say for example, if you want to see the guidance or the examples given for database, right? So then what you can do, you can just type database here and press enter, right? So once you get in there, you can see the things, the documents, guiding for the database will be appearing, right? Now, I mean, when you just say database, it's a kind of too wide. I mean, it's not focusing. So what you can do, you can filter this search more by going to the right side, and you can say product family, I want database. And if you want, you can further filter using the version. Let's say I want it for 12C, something like that, right? Yeah, 18C, 19C as well, right? And we can select the subproduct, right? And likewise. So yeah, let's go for 12C subproduct. Yeah, likewise. So we can filter further so that we are focusing more on the documents that we are looking for, right? Yes, so likewise you can filter and select. So then you can see on the left hand side things are getting filtered. Now I said I want 12C, so you can see 12C database library already appeared there. It is filtering dynamically, right, on demand. So if I click here now, you can see all the documents, all the guidance, all the examples that are on Oracle 12C. Most of the things are appearing here. Now you can see how easily these things are, I mean, guiding you. For example, let's say you want to learn about installing Oracle software, the very first thing, right? Installing Oracle software. And then if you click here, installing Oracle software and creating a database. So if you click here, then what's going to happen? It will give you that relevant document, right? And further click in here to take you into the guide, right? And now you can see all the prerequisites. How do you install from A to Z, the very basic level, and even the time it takes. Also, it tells you, right? And I mean, you need the prerequisite, all the things are given, Repo and all. Then you can see starting Oracle installation. Very comprehensive. They have a basic typical installation. You can see all the screenshots also. So any beginner can start with this, right? This is Oracle by example series. Okay. Now, further, if you want, you can go to advanced installation. That is also there, right? Advanced installation. Likewise. So this is very comprehensive. Oracle by example series. So take a look at it. So all are free. All are for free, right? That is that for learning Oracle by example series. The second one, Oracle interactive, is that Oracle by example. This is the third one. We are discussing the Oracle education side, right? So, and the other one is the certification. About the certification. So if you want to see the certification again, if you go to the Oracle main site, right? You go to oracle.com here, you will be having under products, right? You'll have it under resources, right? On resources, there's entry for certification. Right? So if you click certification, now you can see all the Oracle certifications will get appear. Not only for database, middle layer, everything will get appear, right? So likewise, Oracle certification. So if you go down, then you have to filter further, right? Let's say I want to get the database certificate. Click here, it will take you to the database certifications. The relevant certification, you can see the associate, professional, master, specialist, likewise. So we will be discussing later these things more detail. Now in the category also there. Now if you want to see what is our yesterday, let's see 2019 likewise. So let's see the Oracle database latest administration. If you want to see, if you go down further, we can right away go, and not only Oracle, we have MySQL also, because Oracle has that one as well, right? And yeah, these are the certification batches they are talking about, right? Benefits and all, right? So if you want to see the latest one, you can filter it, you can click associate. You need only the associates. Automatically, once you click, it will get filtered, right? Now, this is about 12C, right? Oracle 12C certified associate, right? So, yeah, you can get details, but the latest exam, if I'm not mistaken, one is at those 0, 82 and 83. Let's see. This is 12C one, right? Associate. Yeah, this is 61. No, we have a latest one more than this. This is 61, 62 is 12C, right? But we have a latest one than this, right? We have the 18C and 90C one, right? So we can take a look at, let's check that and go back and see, filter it out, job role, admission Oracle 2019 certified, yeah. Because you need to check this because they are gradually updating these things, right? So, and if you take a look at this, the details, 2019 certified administration overview, right? Yeah, so this is what I said, 1:0:082. So this is up to date, right? So these are two exams available now, 83 and 82, right? So little bit of tough exams because they have changed the track as well by using, I mean, with 82 and 83, they have changed the certifications. I think they discontinued the OCA. Now it's directly OCP only available. We had to pass both exams to get the title. OCA is there, but they don't offer title anymore. So it's telling OCA, right? So OCP, directly you had to do OCP and had to get through both exams, right? So that is about database certifications. Okay. So if you want to look at Java certifications and all, everything is here. You can see Java and other type of certifications, right? We have the ERP certifications, Vidilla, cloud, right? So in cloud infrastructure also we have. You can see OCA Oracle Cloud Infrastructure certifications, right? That is also there. Cloud specialist, certified associate, professional. So those all the exams are listed here, right? So we'll talk about this in more detail in the exam, but I just want to show you and just take a look at it, right? So I think I have given the link here. Yes, right? Okay. Then comes the other one, Oracle University, right? So we have education.oracle.com, Oracle official training, Oracle University. They provide the official Oracle degrees also there, right? So, I mean, most of the countries, they have Oracle workforce development, Oracle university-led training, right? So there are Oracle authorized training centers, right? The affiliation category can be different, right? Different countries now, Singapore, they have, I mean, that's the closest. Now in Sri Lanka, as per my knowledge, we don't have an authorized center at the moment, right? Informatics, they had earlier, when I was there, as I said, in DMS, we used to be Oracle affiliated training center. We got the Oracle official material and all the study pack from them, right? So they are very comprehensive, and the CDs and all the practical guides, everything is there, right? So, but now we have the virtual training, I mean, Oracle virtual classes, those things also there, right? Anyways, Oracle University, if you want to go here, you can go to education.oracle.com, right? So that is that. Let's see, we go here, right? Go to education.oracle.com, right? It will take you to Oracle University, right? Now the thing is, most of the stuff here are not free. That is something to know, right? You need to pay to access, get access. For certain things are there is free, and Oracle offers time to time. You can see during the COVID situation in last year, they offered, I think, nearly 6 months the free things, right? Oracle Cloud Exam, material access, they offered freely, right, during last year. So a lot of people got the benefit from that, and that they give the access for this Oracle University materials, right? But now, if you go into one of these things, they will ask to pay, right? Because you need to get the access, you need to pay them. So that is what Oracle Database Explorer, and yeah. So these are the courses they are conducting. So recover new. So if you click here, they will take you to the relevant course, right? The details. And this is the course learning subscriptions, yeah. Oracle learning subscription. So that's why you need to subscribe. You need to get the payment done. So this is the syllabus for this particular one, right? Oracle database learning subscriptions, and so you can see the pricing also there, right? And you need to get some subscription like the monthly, and we have yearly. I don't think the monthly one is there. I think quarter or semester. Yeah. So and starting free tier. This is what I told you. There are very limited things freely, but yet usable. Okay. You can just go there and start for free. So you can see certain things are there: free training and accreditation, free training content. So you can see these things are start for free, right? So anyway, useful things, Oracle Cloud, right? So Oracle Cloud Basic Explorer. So you can just take a look at it, right? I mean, it's for free, right? So they will guide you like this: Oracle Cloud Overview, Basics, right? So for any beginner, it's very useful, right? So if you click here, so this is very comprehensively, very nicely they are explaining those things. So sign in. You have to do sign in. That is yeah. Let me because earlier I told you need to have account. So that's the account they are looking for here. Let me do a login. Right. This is free. I haven't paid anything for this account. Right. Whether it's accessible. Yeah. So it's went through. Logged in on my account, luxury. Yeah. So let's play it and see. Yeah. So this is their logo and sound.
Hello everyone.
You can see.
Welcome to Cloud Overview session.
Right. So it's
My name is Ranbir Singh
very
and I'm part of Oracle Cloud University Delivery team.
Right. So very comprehensively they are doing that. So very nicely, and you can just go about full screen and see. So right. So just go through it. There are free stuff like that. Other than that, around 80% of the things are paid, but yet 20%. But though that 20% may be very valuable. You saw that just now, right? I don't need to explain. So just take a look at it, Oracle University, and further you have this Oracle guided learning. These are, I mean, different categories under Oracle University. Oracle University is a vast thing, right? So let me just go there as well. This is known as guided learning, right? You can take a look at it, what it is. I'm not going to explain too much, right? So this is for different university approaches, and likewise, so they have different education category levels, right? So where are people and technology, why choose guided training? Just Oracle guided learning, only digital adaptation solution, right? Only digital adaptation solution fully integrated with Oracle Fusion. So this is for a digital transformation initiative, right? So very powerful thing. Just take a look at it, right? And that, and we have other one, iLearning, right? That is also another one we affiliated to Oracle University, iLearning. So it was there from the past, right? So you can take a look at that one as well, right? So yeah, iLearning.oracle.com. You can see again, you need to log in for there, right? So these are not free, right? But the subscriptions are cheaper than Oracle University, my understanding, for iLearning, right? Okay, right? So these are somewhat, so pay, we have to pay those things in subscription, but all above are free, right? A lot of free stuff are there, right? You can do a certification without going here, right? But again, there are conditions like this now to get OCP, right? To get the OCP title and the certificate, you need to sit at least for one of these Oracle authorized trainings. So there are requirements like that. Otherwise, they won't send you the certification logo and the title and the OCP card identification. There are certain kit, right? They'll be sending certified kit for you. They'll be DHL, they'll be sending you. So to get that, you need to sit authorized courses. There are a list of authorized courses Oracle listing in the site, right? So you need to sit one of those courses in Oracle Authorized Training Center to get OCP, right? OCA, there was no requirement like that earlier, but now they are not offering a title for OCP. But anyway, we'll talk about certification later. So it's not about certification. It is about getting the knowledge and getting the work done. But this true certification will give a certain recognition for a person, for a career, right? It adds a lot of value. But yet, if you can do the work done, that is also beneficial, right? A real practical master. So certification adds value. You have to have certification. That's true. So you can pass the exam and go to a VV center and do the exam and get the letter. That means you are passed. No, that means you are OCP. But the thing is, to get the certificate and the title and the card and everything, you need to go to Oracle authorized course. There is a requirement, right? All right. So Oracle products and downloads. So that is about education. So I was explaining about education here, right? Oracle education, right? And let's go to the other one, Oracle product download, right? So if you want to download this stuff, this is one of the places. This is the Oracle general website. In the website, they will give a location to download the products. Likewise, you can see. I right away went to, you can go to products and come, I just paste the link. If you click products, you click Oracle databases. If you click Oracle database, you go down, you can see, so on the right away from the web, main web page on the products, right? And if you go down, now you can see download. You click here, it takes you to the download page. And you have the latest 64-bit. I think this is, I went to 19C, right? Yeah, this is 19C, right? And you have 64-bit, 32-bit, and database for different platforms for Linux and Windows and so on, Solaris, and likewise for different platforms, right? We have the latest 21C as well, right? So at the moment, Linux distribution is available. 21C is the latest one as of now, right? So likewise, so that is one place to download Oracle stuff, but it is not a dedicated area to download Oracle products. If you want to download Oracle products, we have another dedicated place called e-delivery. So get used to that. If you want to download Oracle products, get used to this e-delivery. It is dedicated for downloads. If you go to edelivery.com, you need to log in definitely to download from e-delivery. Again, it's free. Free. That's the thing, right? You can sign in. I mean, don't misunderstand now. Free means you can download Oracle database, right? They will give the enterprise edition, that's true. But it is free for testing and learning, right? It's not for business. So if you want to do a business for to revenue generation, then you need to get the license. That's a different thing. But for to get it done from in the home and to learning and all, that is free, right? So that is Oracle. They talk about total free and free. There are two things, right? Okay. So there is a total free product also in Oracle database. We will learn that later, Oracle Express Edition, right? That is, there's no license at all. It is even for business, it is free. We will talk that on later. But here, to download, you can go for e-delivery and you can select. Now, let's say if I want to go for, let's say I want to go to download Oracle Linux platform, OES, Oracle has not only database, no, so Oracle Enterprise Linux. So if I click here, the OS, right? They are Linux flavor. Oracle Linux flavor is Oracle Enterprise Linux, because we know we have different many flavors now. Ubuntu, Fedora, SUSE. Oracle flavor is Oracle Enterprise Linux. So if I download the, let's say 8, latest is 8.3, 8.1, I can click here, right? And I can go to next, right? So I can go down. Continue. Next means continue. There's no next, continue. So, and if I click here, I have to select what is 64-bit to 84-bit. So I select not all, but No, there's only 64-bit available there. But I'll be careful here. Just notice the total thing comes to 15.8. But just to get the OS, I don't need to go for 15, right? So I can just enhance here, right? I think in the next screen, right? So I click next, I can select the product I want. I can select the category. Please select our license agreement. Yeah, I have selected. Right. Accept the license agreement. Right. Then you can see on this one, the survey. If you are doing for the first time, you better complete the survey for Oracle to get the feedback, our feedback, how we feel about the site. And all right, you better do it for the first time. Right? So this is what I mentioned. You can untick unnecessary things to get the OS. You don't need to have the source code done no, because you can see source code itself 12.1. So untick this, right? And ISO also no need. Just take only the Oracle update, Oracle Enterprise NAS update. So that is 7.2 GB. So likewise, you have to be careful. Don't take the whole thing. Let it go for 15.2 download, right? So this is 7.2. Likewise, you can download the product from e-delivery. So all any product or even Oracle. Now I went to Oracle Enterprise NAS, so even database products are there, right? So likewise. Okay, that is about that. E-delivery and another one. Official support. Oracle official support. My support, right? My support is accessible for only people who have the support agreements because you need to have the support ID, right? Otherwise, you can't log into the site. So let's go there, right? My support. But there's an opportunity for to get my support. I can tell you now. If you subscribe to the cloud tier, right? We initially got this one, very first Oracle Home and a view accounts. There was an option to sign up for cloud free tier. If you sign up for this, that login is valid for my support as well. Very important. No? That free login is valid for my support as well. Okay. So what you can do, just try it out. Using that account, go to my support because my support is the ultimate place where all Oracle official guidelines are there to, resolve support issues, production issues, right? Those are the ultimate document, my support ID documents, right? Every document in my support carries the ID. My support ID is there, right? So let me try to log in here, log into my support. I think I can use my account, right? Log into my support. Yeah, so I have already saved mine. So I am in luxury, right? So this is my support. So if I want to, for example, let's say I want to see about, let's say 12C or 19C, right? 19C rack. Documents belongs to 19C rack. Just a very wide search I'm doing. You can see, I can see 19C rack reboot. So these are the issues that has come through related to rack. Bug fixes, right? Update, patch update. So this is one of the issues. 19C rack randomly reboots by kernel panic. So if I click here, see there's a document ID. So this is the official document ID. If you want to search in my support, you need to make sure you are aware of the document ID. Otherwise, you can do a global search. That's like what I did. But if you know the ID, you can just type the ID here and get it, right? So this gives the solution for this issue, right? So in the documentation, you don't get these things. You don't have target resolutions for a particular issue. In general, they will say we have something like this and they will explain it, but the solution is not given. Here you can see it applies to these versions, system, the issue, and the solution also there. Solution. So for this, they are telling please update to 9.8 and later and patch it up. In Oracle critical patch, CPU patches, interim patches, Oracle patch updates, like service pack in Windows, Oracle say patches, right? So again, you want to download the patch, you need to have access. You can't just download the patches, no, right? So Oracle Technology Network or general site won't give. If you want to download the patches, you need to have the My Support ID, right? You need to come here. You need to have log into this My Support website, then only you can download. And again, not everybody can download. Just because you have ID, you can't download. You need to have that download privilege. For example, even from this the particular login I am using doesn't have download privilege. I think you don't have the, you can see that, right? But I have another login where downloads are allowed, right? So patches can be downloaded only for paid accounts. And I mean, paid account means like this. When you purchase Oracle product, right, you have to sign for support agreements, right? That is a product buying is a different thing, support is a different. We'll talk these things later, right? But again, it's like this. When you purchase a product, anyway, for 1 year, you are getting a document, this My Support ID. So you can log in and download the patches for 1 year. But thereafter, if you want to further continue the My Support access, you need to renew your support agreement. We talk that one later, right? Anyway, My Support, a paid place, right? You have to pay. All right. So Oracle product line. All about Oracle products. This is a little bit lengthy session I am doing, but let me finish this one. Then this can be the last session for introductory. So after that, we can really get into the practical stuff, right? So Oracle products. Oracle has, as I said, more than 1,000 products. So let's go to the A to Z line, right? A to Z product, they are given. Earlier I went to here. I can just take a look at products from here as well, right? If I just go to oracle.com, you can see if I just go to oracle.com, you can see the products here, but here we can. That's a different thing. They are categorizing infrastructure and applications at the top. Then again, gave subcategories like this, and on premises, NetSuite, and on the cloud is there. But there's a better categorization here in this link. Take a look at it. You can see Oracle products A to Z. Products A to Z. So this is a better categorization. You go to A to Z. Now you can see the list. Whole list is there. Starting from A and after that B, and you can see the amount of products they have. B and C and okay. Right. So this proves Oracle will give you a lifetime career, right? It's a lifetime partner for you, right? Long-term career provider for you, right? So you can, depending on your talent, you can select either it's a middle layer, either it's a front end, or either it's a back end, whatever product you want, whatever set of products, whatever integrated products you want, you can master. So because you may have programming skills, so okay, select programming related products, right? If you have middle layer, web logic and all, fusion apps and all, right, select that category, right? If you are database guy, yeah, infrastructure guy, yes. So a lot of things. Like DevOps, yes. Kubernetes, yes. Oracle has those aspects. Right? Microservices, yes, they have. Okay. So I mean, lot of I mean, name one thing in the industry, the most popular Oracle has it. That's the nature, right? Oracle is the organization which believes in continuous innovation, right? Oracle. So Larry Edison, I think he's the key person. He's the key person. I mean, he was the CEO for continuously for 25 years. Yeah, I mean, he had a theme. I can remember. Oracle, the number one database. The innovation continues. That he had that theme. So still he is on it, right? So that's the reason why Oracle has, in such a short time, their company has innovated in such a great way, right? They have innovated in all four dimensions. Because organizations, the innovation dimension, their product, process, position, paradigm, right? I don't need to go into more details. Oracle is an organization which has innovated in all four dimensions. So that's the success behind it, right? So all the products are there. So take a look at it, right? So I have included here in the last one, annual components. Open Oracle components. So this is another place. I mean, if you want to be up to date with the vendor, look for the annual components. That is one of the best ways. AWS they have, Azure they have, Microsoft, right? IBM, Salesforce, all have, right? Oracle have, right? So this is Oracle known as open world. So if you want to go there, just take a look, click here, copy that. I think the 2021 they are going to have it on last pages, right? So normally it is happening on May around this month, if I'm not mistaken. So this is Oracle Open World. All the previous things are available online, accessible. Right? Take a look at here. You have Oracle Open World on-demand videos. If you go here, they have other components and these are new things. Oracle code, because Oracle now into Provision as well, global series. So this is the general one. The Oracle featured video. This is the man, Larry Edison, the most respected, right? His leadership style is narcissistic as per Google pages, right? We have a lot of things. So if I click here, and I can play the.
Oracle is in the cloud applications business. Oracle's in the cloud infrastructure business. We just have more applications, more features, more functions than any other suite of applications in the cloud or on-premise. We are the only suite of cloud applications built upon true cloud infrastructure. We're the only cloud applications company that's also in the cloud infrastructure business.
Okay, so listen to those things, right? Very important knowledge. Not we have all the Oracle seniors presenting here, right? So take a look at it. Open world. That is for your knowledge, right? So what's happening latest, you can grab it from there. Oracle 2021 components. This is what. So it is in last stages. Yes, it is in last stages. Yeah, it is going to be. No need to go there. I mean, you can go, but these days you can't travel. No? So COVID has put us restricted to home. So, but online, yes. Now it's digital transformation. The future is going to be like that. So that is another reason why I installed this Oracle channel as well, because we will be having to hang on to digitalization. No choice whether we like it or not. In a way, I believe it is productive. Right? We can talk about that later. Right? Okay. So this is last pages, the 2021 open world conference, right? So I think the dates are there. So yeah, no. Okay, to be announced. Dates to be announced. No? So this time still not. So yeah, it's usually happening in June, May, June, right? So it's okay, right? Dates to be announced. Okay. Anyway. Okay, right. So that is that about Oracle components. Right? So take a look at. So yeah, we have come to the end. So that's the general introduction. So that's come to the end of these introductory sessions. With 3 sessions, I was able to cover that. Whatever before starting the technical, practical things, right? I thought this is very important without right away jump into the technical stuff. So everybody need to have an introduction first to see what it is and how you should build your career and where Oracle is and how why you should continue your career with Oracle. Now I think you have a better understanding, right? So you have no doubts Oracle is providing you a lifetime career, right? So if you be, I am not telling you to stay with Oracle, but if you be with Oracle, your career is guaranteed, right? You are safe in the industry, but be up to date, always get innovative, right? Okay, all right. So let's stop here for today, right? And I will meet up in another session, right? Okay, so leave any comments. So if you like the video, put a subscribe, right? Okay, then thank you very much. Thank you very much for listening. I see you soon again. Okay, have a nice day. Bye. Bye.